Next, we will talk about another important fallacy, namely base rate neglect. Base rate neglect shows us that we are often not very good in handling probabilities. Again, maybe you already participated in the experiment. If not, I highly recommend you to participate in it. Question: a particular heart disease has a prevalence of 1 in 1,000. A test to detect this disease has a false positive rate of 5%. This means someone who is not infected will be diagnosed as infected with 5% probability. Assume further that the test correctly diagnoses every person who has the disease. So if you have the disease, the test will 100% show it. What is the chance that a randomly selected person found to have a positive result actually has the disease? Most people confronted with this question answer that the probability is 95%. The average answer is still 56%. However, the correct answer is just 2%. And I want to show you how this is working. The problem is that most people neglect the baseline. And here the baseline is that only 1 in 1,000 people is really infected with the disease. So if you look at the picture on the right hand side, I illustrated the situation. The yellow dots or orange dots are people tested, people with the heart disease, and the blue dots are people who are not infected with the heart disease. So what you can see is, ex ante, there are way more people without a heart disease than with a heart disease. From the people with a heart disease, everyone who is tested positive. However, from the group of people without the heart disease, there are still some people tested as positive. These are the false positive, the 5% false positive. And if we have way more people without the heart disease, the 5% of this way more people might be even larger than the fraction of people with the heart disease. So you neglect the baseline and only concentrate on those who made the mistake, who give the wrong answer. They completely neglected the baseline base rate. Okay, it shows us that it's hard for us, or for many people, it is very hard to, or many people do not have a good feeling for probabilities and have problems with Bayesian updating.